Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, scholars and dignitaries, welcome to another episode. Welcome to my world. So guys, as you know, dating can be awkward. I mean, you always have to put your best foot forward. You want to impress your date. You want your date to think you're cool, intelligent, fun to be with, sort of like James Bond, when actually it's nothing like we really are. I mean, you do have to be on your best behavior. It's different from when you're with the guys. Women are different. They don't get your jokes. They don't get your obsession with sports. And they certainly don't understand men's issues. Not that we have issues, but if we did, they just wouldn't understand. And what can I say about marriage, except that it's an institution? But so is prison. And the biggest difference is that in prison, they might let you out early for good behavior. In marriage, you're in it for life. Yep, love, honor, and obey, in sickness or health, for richer or poorer, till death do us part. And if you think that's something, make sure you read the fine print in that contract. Well, going back a lot of years now, when I was dating back in college, I had a few, well, memorable dates. But every single one of them felt awkward, and it is awkward. You are meeting a total stranger for a job interview, and that job is to be your wife. And either she's going to pass with flying colors, or maybe not, in which case you may need a total exit strategy so you don't hurt her feelings, or probably more likely, so you can exit while saving face.
Sorry to hear that Jane dumped you.
She didn't dump me, I dumped her. It's a mutual dumping.
Anyway, here is one tip for you on that first date. Do not wear a wrinkled t-shirt and flip-flops. Your primary job at this point is to impress her, to impress her. And remember what they say, dress for success. So yes, casual attire is fine, but maybe wear a sport coat to show that you can cross easily between two worlds. And there are books on dating protocol that can help you smooth into the dating experience and navigate through the unknown and uncharted waters. And to help you out in your dating struggles, the best thing I can do is to share 10 things to never say on a first date. Believe me, some of these I learned the hard way. For instance, there are certain things that increase the romantic ambiance of the evening, like a lit candle on the dinner table or soft music. And then there are certain things that, well, dampen the ambiance, like calling her Mary Sue when her name is really Peggy Sue. So let's just say that even if you're out for a nice dinner in a fine restaurant and you really know that communication was never your strong suit, you can still have an enjoyable and memorable evening. But be sure to never say these 10 things. First, Hitler was really just misunderstood. Now, this is just wrong on so many levels. But let's say that on your first date, it's not the time to talk politics. In fact, even if you end up getting married, there may be no good time to talk about politics. Second, I never really finished the court-mandated anger management class. That instructor was just so angry all the time, and then he threw me out. Well, I'd stay away from this one too. She may not just be able to understand how angry a lot of these anger management therapists can be all the time. Third, I'm not a narcissist. I just happen to be excellent at everything I do. Now, this particular statement may be true. I actually knew a guy who was good at everything he did. One guy out of 10 million. The rest are just bragging and may not hold the necessary bragging rights. Fourth, have you been on the dark web much? That's so bizarre. People get a lot of crazy ideas there. Want to come back to my place and see? No, no, no. Two things here. Stay away from the dark web. It's not bizarre, it's nasty. And secondly, see the first thing. Stay away from the dark web. And fifth, if you're on your first date, never say, I have a third nipple. Want to see it? Believe me, now is not the time to show her those little extras the guys always want to see. Sixth, this is so bizarre. You really remind me of my mother. Now, this is one great example on how two people can see or hear the same thing, and yet there are completely different takeaways. The man feels he's being sensitive in relating her to his mother. After all, he loves his mother very much, and he's very proud of her and of their relationship. But the woman sees this as a weakness. She's not his mother and has no intention of being his mother. No, guys, this is a completely bad comparison to make. 7. What's the worst thing you've ever done? I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours. Nope, not good. Too much information, too fast, and too deep. And besides, think about it. Her worst thing was nothing, but your worst thing could send her running to the door to call the police. 8. I have a very nice apartment. It's small, but has 2 bedrooms. My mother lives in the second bedroom, but don't worry, she rarely comes out during the day. This may not be the time to mention that you live with your mother, and especially that she only comes out at night to feed and returns to her room. Not the most attractive of characteristics. 9th, I'm sorry, that was me. I have irritable bowel syndrome and it flares up when I get nervous or nights after 7 o'clock. Again, too early for that level of personal disclosure. And if there is an accident, well, think fast. Maybe blame it on the dog or the waiter. And 10th, really, never ever say, I mean, I don't think it's herpes, but the doctor feels otherwise. But you know how doctors are. No, not appropriate when you're out for a nice dinner on your very first date. Again, dating is like a minefield. It can be going very well and look quite promising, and all of a sudden you step on a landmine or step into something, and bam, there goes the evening. So that may be the end of that job interview, as they say, but keep your head up. There's always another night, another date, and at some point the right woman will enter into your life. And by the way, we've been having some fun, but the best advice I can give you on your first date is just be yourself. And actually, that's what life is all about. Hey, be safe, be well, good luck, and may God bless.